As you probably saw from the title, today's video will be about ways with which you can help your body recover and resist in the harmful effects of alcohol. Alcohol is bad for you. We learned this very early on in our life when we were even still in school. However, we still consume it. There are a lot of reasons for alcohol consumption, including social reasons, especially in Scandinavian northern countries, and many other reasons that psychology examines. I want to make very clear from the beginning of the video that this video is not about if you employ these strategies, then you will not have the harmful effects of alcohol in your physiology. But since chances are we will not stop consuming alcohol in total forever, and we will again at some point consume it, then we might as well know some ways with which at least we can limit all the harmful effects alcohol has as much as possible. In this video, you will firstly learn about the harmful effects alcohol has. Briefly, there will be a future video more specifically to what alcohol exactly does in your body. And then you will learn specific strategies which you can employ immediately starting from today to protect yourself when drinking alcohol as much as possible. If you like this type of content and you want to learn about more ways to enhance your life, health, productivity, wellness, and learn a few things in the process, perhaps you should consider subscribing. So how bad is alcohol really? We hear about the harmful effects of alcohol all the time since we were very little kids. However, is it really that bad? Well, yes. Yes, it is. Occasionally you will hear some people say that alcohol in small doses could have some health benefits even. For example, red wine is the most popular case for this argument to be made, even from people with PhDs.
If you have 1 or 2 glasses of wine a night, most nights, statistically it has almost no effect on anything negative-wise. It has maybe some curious positives here and there.
Really?
Yeah, sure, like cardiac health and stuff like that.
Based on the most recent and credible research, we know that this is not the case. The consensus at the moment in the scientific world is that any amount of alcohol in small or large doses is harmful. These studies in the past that showed some benefits of alcohol, we now look into more deeply and we understand that they were largely false in many ways within their methodology. Alcohol consumption, even at low levels, can negatively impact brain volume and brain structure, affecting the integrity of both gray and white matter in the brain. Ethanol in alcoholic drinks is converted to something we call acetaldehyde, a toxic substance that damages cells and has the potential to create even cancer. Regular alcohol consumption also increases estrogen levels and disrupts the hormone balance of the human body, which also results many times in cancer, among other issues. Alcohol also disrupts gut health and destroys beneficial bacteria we have, and from the recent science and from a lot of science which is coming out all the time, we know that gut bacteria are actually extremely important for every single health issue that we have. It impairs mitochondrial function and it accelerates aging. It destroys your liver and depletes the body from crucial nutrients. It also contributes to insulin resistance and leads to diabetes, and it has huge effects on anxiety and depression. As I said previously, in the future I will make a video specifically about exactly what alcohol does to your body so you can understand it further. But today's video is not about that, it is about methods with which you can limit all this stuff as much as possible. It is obvious that not drinking in the first place would be the best approach. But let's say you decide to drink. There's a party, a bachelor party, a social situation or a gathering with friends, or you're going through a breakup. Please talk to a therapist and don't consume alcohol if that's the case. However, in any case, no matter what the reason is for you drinking, there are ways with which you can mitigate all that. Method 1. Surprisingly, eating cheese. Why? It prevents rapid alcohol absorption. When alcohol is consumed on an empty stomach, it is absorbed very quickly by the lining of the stomach and the small intestine. This leads to a much higher spike of alcohol blood concentration, which increases the burden on the liver to metabolize it. Cheese is rich in proteins and fats, which means that it delays gastric emptying. This means that alcohol stays in your stomach longer instead of passing in the small intestine very quickly. However, there are many foods that do that. Many other foods to consider for this purpose would be meat, fish, and in general animal products that contain protein and fat. But cheese does much more than that. Alcohol is metabolized in the liver, where the enzyme alcohol dehydrogenase breaks it down into something we call acetaldehyde, a very toxic substance. Cheese is high in sulfur-containing amino acids, for example cysteine. Cysteine helps synthesize glutathione, one of the body's most potent antioxidants. Glutathione plays a critical role in detoxifying acetaldehyde, converting it in less toxic forms. Additionally, there is a theory that in cheese, the casein proteins and calcium it contains could protect the gut barrier and cause a protective coating in the stomach, but the research in that is very limited, so I will not use it as a reason to eat cheese when drinking alcohol. Another method to protect yourself from alcohol is taking this magical substance, called NAC, or else N-acetylcysteine. This substance has a lot of benefits for the human body. I also take it for my acne. First of all, it boosts glutathione production, of which previously we mentioned all the benefits it has in converting alcohol to a less dangerous form. NAC provides cysteine, which is a necessary element for glutathione synthesis. When you consume alcohol, glutathione levels quickly deplete from the liver because they are used to detoxify alcohol. NAC replenishes these glutathione levels and it helps the liver detoxify acetaldehyde, which is the form alcohol is converted to after we digest it. This way, acetaldehyde is neutralized faster. Higher glutathione levels mean less cellular damage, less oxidative stress, and less symptoms like nausea and what we call the hangover of alcohol the next day. NAC also has anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. Alcohol increases oxidative stress and inflammation in the liver and all organs, creating unstable oxygen molecules which go to our cells and damage them by being very reactive around them. Substances which are antioxidants, much like NAC, bind to these unstable oxygen molecules and then they make them more stable and therefore reduce their harmful properties. While I want to make clear that this video is not medical advice in any case, for using any of the methods listed in this video, you should talk to your health professional for more customized to what works for you. However, for NAC to work, you need to consume about 200 to 600 milligrams before drinking and maybe get some more additional throughout the night if you drink some more. Also a pro tip, pairing NAC with vitamin C enhances its beneficial effects. Method number 3 to mitigate the harmful effects of alcohol would be to take a vitamin B1 and a full-spectrum vitamin B supplement. Alcohol consumption depletes many vitamins and minerals from the body, vitamin B included. Vitamin B is critical for nerve function, metabolism, and detoxification. Taking a full-spectrum vitamin B supplement with specific focus in vitamin B1, or else you might have heard it by the name thiamine, can significantly boost your body's ability to process and recover from alcohol consumption. Why does alcohol deplete B vitamins? First of all, it irritates the intestinal lining. Therefore, vitamin B is absorbed much less efficiently. Alcohol also works as a diuretic. It causes your body to remove water in the forms of peeing or sweat. Within this water, there are also vitamins, which you lose when you drink alcohol. And lastly, alcohol poses a metabolic burden on the liver. Therefore, we need these B vitamins to replenish some of this loss. Vitamin B1 specifically has many benefits when it comes to our body's ability to resist alcohol effects. For one thing, vitamin B1 or thiamine helps convert pyruvate from glucose into acetyl coenzyme A, which we do need for energy. Alcohol interferes with some of these enzymes in the process, and supplementing with vitamin B1 can help some of these pathways. Chronic alcohol consumption also depletes vitamin B in the brain. It can also lead to conditions like Wernicke-Korsakoff, a severe neurological disorder you don't want to have. Vitamin B also helps mitigate this. Method 4 to help your body when drinking alcohol is include healthy fats in your diet, which we referred to previously, but now we're gonna dive into it in more detail. Healthy fats not only slow down alcohol absorption, but they also protect the liver and cell membranes. Fats are digested more slowly than carbohydrates or proteins. Therefore, when you eat some type of healthy fat, it delays gastric emptying, meaning the alcohol stays in your stomach for much longer. It is absorbed in your body in a slower rate, therefore your body is more able to handle all that alcohol because it doesn't go all in at once. Secondly, the fats we have in our body tissues, like phospholipid bilayer in the cell membranes, provide a structural defense in alcohol damage. Examples of healthy fats to eat when drinking alcohol would be avocados, olive oil, coconut oil, fatty fish, steak, or nuts and seeds. Method 5 to help your body when drinking alcohol is something we hear all the time, which is drinking more water. Alcohol dehydrates your body. It allows a lot of water to escape. Drinking more water is one of the simplest but yet most effective strategies to mitigate the harmful effects of alcohol. Alcohol is a diuretic, which means it increases how much water leaves from our body. This dehydration is one of the primary contributors to our hangovers. Alcohol inhibits the release of antidiuretic hormone, or else ADH, which regulates water retention in the kidneys. Without sufficient ADH, the kidneys produce more urine, leading to excessive water loss. Water also maintains electrolyte balance. Alcohol depletes essential electrolytes like sodium, magnesium, and potassium, which are vital for nerve function, muscle contractions, and cellular health. And if we have more water in our stomach, it means that alcohol is diluted more, which means again it is absorbed in a slower rate. It also supports the function in our kidneys and liver to process alcohol byproducts, including acetaldehyde. How to optimize hydration when drinking? Well, before you drink a small bottle of water of 500 ml. After you drink another small bottle of water, and during drinking, a good consensus to have is for every glass of alcohol you drink an equal amount of water. However, since hydration doesn't come only from water, but as we said, from electrolytes as well, drinking extra electrolytes in the form of a supplement would be another beneficial help to your body when drinking alcohol. You can drink electrolytes in the form of drinks, you can eat salt, which has a lot of electrolytes, or you can take electrolyte supplements in capsules or in packages which you mix with water. We already talked about how alcohol depletes electrolytes, but why are electrolytes so important for the human body? Fluid balance between cells and tissues, muscle contractions, including the contractions in your heart, nerve function by facilitating electrical signals, and acid-base balance. Sodium helps the body retain more water, leading to less dehydration and water loss, and it also combats what we call hypovolemia, which means that excess urination from alcohol can reduce the volume of blood plasma. This causes dizziness, fatigue, headaches, worse sleep, and an increased heart rate. Salt, along with other forms of electrolytes, can help restore this balance. Sources of sodium include Himalayan salt or sea salt, and in terms of foods, salted nuts or salted pretzels and stuff like that. Despite sodium, alcohol also depletes the body of essential electrolytes like magnesium and potassium. Alcohol-induced potassium depletion leads to muscle cramps, fatigue, and irregular heart rhythms. Sources of potassium include bananas, avocados, coconut water, or electrolyte drinks with potassium in them. Alcohol also reduces magnesium levels. It exacerbates muscle weakness, cramps, and poor sleep quality. Magnesium also plays a role in reducing alcohol-induced inflammation. Sources of magnesium include dark chocolate, meat, or, the best of all, magnesium supplements. In terms of alcohol-reducing calcium, it is crucial for muscle contractions and nerve transmissions. Sources of calcium include dairy. Personally, what I like to do after drinking alcohol is rehydrate with an electrolyte drink. Coconut water or water with lemon, a pinch of salt, and honey. We briefly mentioned the effects of unstable oxygen radicals in our body. The mechanism of alcohol-induced oxidative stress comes from ethanol oxidation, where ethanol is metabolized into acetaldehyde with the enzyme alcohol dehydrogenase, and subsequently with aldehyde dehydrogenase into acetic acid. Radical oxidative species are generated as byproducts of these reactions. There is another way which we call cytochrome P450 pathway. Chronic alcohol consumption increases some enzymes, called CYP2E1, which produce significant oxidative stress in the liver. Antioxidants, including vitamin C, vitamin E, and polyphenols, combat this. Vitamin C scavenges radical oxidative species, protecting the liver and enhancing immune function. Vitamin E neutralizes lipid peroxides, preventing damage to cell membranes. Polyphenols, for example from berries or green tea, suppress inflammatory pathways like the NF-κB pathway, which are triggered by this metabolism of alcohol. Consuming antioxidant-rich foods would be a very good idea when you drink alcohol and the day after. Another very powerful antioxidant you can take when drinking alcohol is astaxanthin, one of the most powerful antioxidants there are, which I also take daily. Taking a milk thistle supplement is also a very good idea. Milk thistle helps when we metabolize alcohol because it contains a very important compound. This compound is called silymarin. Silymarin protects liver cells by stabilizing hepatocyte membranes and reducing the entry of toxins like acetaldehyde. It inhibits oxidative stress by enhancing antioxidant enzyme activity, for example, glutathione peroxidase and superoxide dismutase. It helps the liver repair damages by promoting ribosomal protein synthesis. It inhibits the inflammatory metabolic pathway of NF-κB, which is a transcription factor that drives the inflammatory cytokine production. There is also great scientific evidence for milk thistle as a supplement reducing the effects of alcohol. Supporting your gut microbiome is also another amazing way to help your body resist and recover from alcohol consumption. Alcohol disrupts gut bacteria, leading to dysbiosis and systemic inflammation. Alcohol increases gut permeability, or else what we call leaky gut, allowing bacterial endotoxins like lipopolysaccharides to enter the bloodstream and trigger inflammation. Alcohol also reduces beneficial bacteria for our gut health like lactobacillus. Chronic inflammation caused by alcohol can lead to conditions like hepatic fibrosis and cirrhosis over time. Alcohol also destroys the small gap junctions between epithelial cells, which form our gut lining, allowing lipopolysaccharides to enter our bloodstream and cause damage. The solution to that would be taking a probiotic and a prebiotic. Probiotics include beneficial bacteria which help our gut function, and prebiotics is what feeds these beneficial bacteria. Taking a probiotic like Lactobacillus rhamnosus would be a very good idea when drinking alcohol. Optimizing sleep can directly impact you when drinking alcohol. Alcohol disrupts REM, rapid eye movement cycles, and it destroys your sleep. First of all, alcohol reduces melatonin secretion and causes imbalances in your sleep when the body has to metabolize alcohol into the toxic substances we mentioned. The way in which this initial sedation is happening is alcohol acts as a central nervous system depressant. It reduces the time it takes to fall asleep. Alcohol suppresses rapid eye movement in the first half of the night. REM is crucial for memory consolidation, learning, and your emotional regulation. The rebound effect of alcohol is that as alcohol is metabolized during our sleep, sleep becomes fragmented due to withdrawal-like symptoms, leading to not as strong sleep stages. To optimize your sleep, there are many ways. Sleep in a cool environment with not a lot of light inside, and perhaps consider taking a magnesium glycinate supplement. Magnesium increases GABA, a very important neurotransmitter, by binding to GABA receptors and enhancing inhibitory neurotransmissions. Magnesium also lowers cortisol levels, or in other words, anxiety, leading to better sleep. Adding the following to your diet. Eat foods rich in cysteine. We mentioned it before as well, but cysteine enhances glutathione levels, which directly affects how your body processes alcohol toxin byproducts. Cysteine-rich foods include eggs, garlic, and poultry. Another food to include in your diet includes turmeric or curcumin supplements. I personally use turmeric a lot when I'm cooking, and it has amazing anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. It inhibits pro-inflammatory pathways like the NF-κB. It downregulates cyclooxygenase 2, or COX, which is an enzyme that directly affects the production of inflammatory prostaglandins. It enhances antioxidant defenses by increasing glutathione levels and reducing lipid peroxidation, and enhances the activity of detoxification enzymes, which neutralize the harmful alcohol metabolites, meaning the toxins that are produced from the process of metabolizing alcohol when it enters the bloodstream. In this video, you learned shortly about what alcohol does to your body and perhaps why you should consider double when drinking it, and you learned specific methods which you can apply today, the next time you drink alcohol, to help your body as greatly as possible to limit these harmful effects alcohol has. Alcohol destroys lives and health, and its consumption should be as limited as possible. However, completely reducing alcohol is pretty much impossible. So when we drink alcohol, we might as well do everything in our power to help our bodies stay strong. Follow and subscribe for more videos like this in the soon future.